All right, so there are still many questions tonight about the Jeffrey Epstein files. Last night, many of the documents released were heavily redacted or completely redacted, prompting some disappointment spread among Republicans, including the Congressman Thomas Massie, who posted on X saying, quote, "The fact that the Epstein files haven't yet been released demonstrates that the president doesn't yet have operational control of the DOJ and FBI. It could take a while to establish, or, as with his first term, it might never be established." Here with me now is the Republican congressman from the state of Tennessee, Congressman Andy Ogles. Congressman, thanks for being with us tonight here on the Hill.
Absolutely, and thanks for having me. Keep in mind, Pam Bondi has only been in office for, a couple of weeks?
Couple of weeks, Kash Patel, just a few days.
Yeah, well, exactly. And it sets a baseline for what they have and what they're going to release in this initial tranche. But that's why I have the Pedo Act, which is prevent Epstein document obliteration, obviously pedo for pedophile. But this is one of those things that the legislation would order these agencies, regardless of where they're at, to restore, to identify and to retain any records related to Jeffrey Epstein. And keep in mind, some agencies that may have records, say like the FAA, for example, may be outside the immediate reach of Pam Bondi. And so this starts the process and a mechanism by which she can have an investigation. And look, she was a pit bull when she was Attorney General of Florida. She is a pit bull now. She's going to do a great job. And so I think there's more to come, much more to come. And
all right, so you say,
in the end, I think we'll have justice, or at least some of these victims will have justice.
All right, so you say you think in the end, and you're right, Kash Patel's been on the job for 1 week. He was sworn in last Friday.
Right.
Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, has been on the job a few weeks, maybe 2 weeks. But there is still a lot of disappointment from within many Republican circles about what was released last night, which was a little, not a lot.
Yeah, but again, I think it's important to have that baseline. It shows that they're trying to be transparent, and I totally get the frustration. I get it. I totally get it. But that being said, they've just gotten into the office, but I think there's an important point that Massie made, is that under Trump's first term, you literally had departments and agencies and employees that did everything they could to undermine the president, and you're going to see this again in his current administration. That's why Schedule F is so important. So any individual that otherwise would have been untouchable, they can be fired. So I've got a bill.
Do you think there's a you think there's a cover-up at the FBI?
Well, we do know that the branch in New York is holding or withholding files from Pam Bondi and from Kash Patel. And I would say I'm not going to tell Kash Patel what to do, but if he wants somebody to go with him, I'll go with him. Let's go get those files. Let's turn them over to the Attorney General and let's find out what's in there. But that being said, more will come forward. That's why I have this bill. That's why I'm going to push this bill to support Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, and their pursuit of justice. Look, This guy was a creep. No one's going to deny that. He and everyone, all of his associates deserve to be in prison. And look, I think there's some tough questions that have to be asked. You look at the former President Bill Clinton. He was on the plane. He went to the island. Was he knowingly with minors? Was he knowingly having sex with minors?
There's questions about.
I'm not accusing him of that.
No, I know, but to be fair, there's questions about big names of all
lots of names
of all political stripes. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.